Welcome back, everybody. It's that time of the year again. Daylight is getting shorter, the mercury is starting to dip, and pumpkin spice is starting to be injected into every form of product people will consume. It's also back to school time again. So in that spirit, I'm bringing you today Bibleman, Back to School. Now I know you might be asking, Prime, why the fuck do they have to put pumpkin spice in everything from the September equinox to Thanksgiving? And I say to you, I have no fucking idea. And to the people who are also asking, Prime, who the fuck is Bibleman? To those people I say, Bibleman is the fever dream of a raging alcoholic in the throes of detox, trying to rebuild some semblance of a career. Willie Ames, former child star and Bibleman, seems to have given up on the film industry altogether. As far as I can tell, he's a cruise director now. Which, given recent world events, if he wasn't fired before, he's certainly not directing many cruises these days. I'm not going to dignify him by calling a hero, much less a superhero. He's a schizophrenic street preacher with a costume fetish. He's one baptism by balloon filled with holy water away from a padded cell. The show itself is badly costumed indoctrination. So badly costumed, it actually rivals the Bibleman costume. It was made for those parents with a jumbo crucifix up their ass that thought they had to literally regulate the hell out of what their kids watched, and thought that Joel Schumacher's Batman movies were too dark and disturbing for children. Thankfully, my parents understood that watching Terminator 2 would not turn me into a ruthless time-traveling death machine from the future. I'm still working on that pesky time travel thing, damn it. The show opens with these kids getting ready to put on a Bibleman show for their school. Yes, it's at their school. But more on that when we get to it. We immediately get assaulted with some shit-tastic lyrics. I'm going to be merciful and limit playing any of the songs longer than I have to, but these have to be some of the worst songs ever written. You don't believe me? This is the first fucking line of the song.
Just climb aboard the Bible, we're going on a trip.
Just climb aboard the Bible, we're going on a trip. That's the shit we're working with here. Kid, you are not climbing aboard the Bible and going on any trip. Unless you wrap it in a strap-on. Not that there's anything wrong with that. I'm not going to kink shame. I guess the producers got some new video effects and really want to try them out because they put them up randomly on the screen. I wonder, do you guys think J.M. Truth used any pseudonyms in the 90s that we don't know about? Bibleman, when he's not Biblemanning, goes by the name of...
Yeah, it's Miles next door.
Miles does have a last name, but this is a Prime Red video, so I have to give him a new name. Henceforth, you shall be known as... Miles O'Suck. And he is...
I was just watching them rehearse their number in the driveway.
Yes, dear viewers, with all the atrocities going on in the name of Christianity, with pedophile priests walking free, how does this stumpy motherfucker have time to gawk at a bunch of singing and dancing preteens? But fate once again shows us just how much of a cold-hearted bitch she is. Miles O'Suck's opponent for this episode is a full-on Karen. And that's not a joke or one of my witty ridiculousisms. She will tell you herself.
Say hello to Bibleman for me, too. Why is everybody always talking about Bibleman this and Bibleman that? It's me, Madam Glitz, that everyone should be talking about. I deserve it. And after all, just look at me.
Somehow, breaking and entering as Miles O'Suck's house under surveillance. And God can't even be fucked to burn a warning into a grilled cheese sandwich. Free will, I guess. It seems breaking and entering has sent Bubba to sodomize and kidnap Miles O'Suck. Free will, I guess.
Oh no! Poor Miles! Also known as Bibleman. Will just have to disappoint all the little kiddies at the school tonight. And his reputation will be ruined!
Meanwhile, the kids are loading up on the propaganda mobile, the Bibleman production RV, and are heading to the show, which is fucking weird, because the only other show I know of having an official recreational vehicle is Girls Gone Wild. They sing another terrible song that's little more than a Bible's greatest hits list, and Jam is still going hog wild with his video effects.
There's Adam and Eve, Noah and his boat, Abraham, Jacob, and Joseph's coat, Miriam and Moses counting 1 to 10, the commandments that God gave to him. Joshua with the walls a-tumbling down, Samson with the strength that did astound. We meet Ruth, Naomi, and Boaz too, and the train keeps a rolling on through.
Yeah, all the warm and fuzzy stuff that you hear about in church. Not so much about killing all the men and boys and keeping the virgin girls for yourself, though. We next cut to the school, where we get introduced to 90s Kid and Ultra 90s Kid. Seriously, I grew up in the 90s, and I was never as fucking 90s as Ultra 90s Kid.
Can you believe this? Like, Bibleman's really gonna be here.
Well, that's what it says on the sign.
Yeah, sure.
If you don't think he's gonna be here, then why are you here?
I love it when famous guys don't show up. Then you can boo and hiss and stuff.
I guess that would be kind of cool. But I still think he's gonna be here.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay, I get your comic book if he doesn't show. And if he does, you get mine. You're on.
Miles O'Suck awakens after his violation to find himself in an AV nerd's BDSM dungeon. He starts spouting random Bible verses that don't really apply to the situation. But this wouldn't be Bibleman if he wasn't expelling Bible verses like a word salad shooter.
Why are you doing this, Glitz?
Well, it's me everyone should be looking at, not you.
James 1:5 says that if anyone lacks wisdom, he should ask God. Don't you get it, Glitz? It's not Bible Man they want. It's the truth of God's Word!
JM did a little script doctoring too, I see. How much suck do you need at writing to debunk your own show, in your own show, with the immediate fucking preceding scene? Miles O'Suck, that's how much. You can do your own converting to non-freedom units. Anyway, 90s Kid specifically said he wanted to see Bibleman, a famous person. True, he did say he would rather see him not show up, but my point stands. Bibleman, who is famous, is the draw here, and this came in the scene right fucking before this scene. There's no excuse here. The show has finally started, and there's another lazy song. This song is virtually the same as the previous song, listing off shit that happens in the Bible.
David killed a giant with a sling. He was not afraid of anything.
5,000 people ate a little boy's lunch. 5,000, now that's a bunch.
Hey kids, did you know God sent 2 bears to maul 42 children because they made fun of a guy for being bald? When the song finally ends and we are given some relief, Token Asian comes up to deliver us a non sequitur of wisdom.
The Bible is such a great book. Did you know that the Bible is made up of 66 different books? 39 in the Old Testament and 27 in the New. It starts with Genesis and ends with Revelation. That's what this next song is all about.
And that's it. He doesn't expand on why the Bible's such a great fucking book or anything like that. Thanks, kid. Short, but pointless. The next song is just as terrible. All it is one big book with 66 parts. That's it. That's the entire song. It just repeats until they start naming the books in the Bible. And by that time, you want to find one big building with 66 floors and jump off the fucking roof. I know, I said that I would try to limit the songs, but they are so shit you have to endure a little bit with me. And if you thought that indoctrination was bad, listen to this.
Well, it's time to get started, better open the book. You never know what's in it if you don't take a look. It's filled with treasures, but here's the hook. You gotta read it all to the very last book. It's the Bible. Ooh, you gotta read it.
We get some relief from the cringe as we check back with Miles O'Suck. He's still trapped in the AV Nerd's BDSM dungeon. He's finally had enough of trying to work himself out of the ropes the old-fashioned way by trying to loosen them, so he just prays really hard and the virgin motherfucker lets him loose with one of the worst special effects ever filmed. Miles O'Suck shows up to thwart breaking and entering as Bibleman, who really should be called Libelman, am I right? And I have to say, for a costume made by a colorblind badger, It could be worse. I mean, he certainly doesn't look like a squat gay stripper or anything. I hope you weren't expecting any kind of epic showdown. Bibleman doesn't overcome the vile Karen with will and determination. He just regurgitates scripture at her until God embarrassingly exiles her to the phantom zone of an unused 90s satellite TV channel.
What's happening?
The end.
Let's check back in with everyone's favorites of the episode, 90s Kid and Ultra 90s Kid.
Hand over that comic book. I want it fair and square.
The show's not over yet. He could still show up.
Get ready to start booing and hissing.
Whoa! It's Bibleman!
They really do give the most compelling performance in this episode, and congratulations to you, Ultra 90s Kid, on winning the bet. Flawless victory. By now we've had songs about how awesome the Bible is, the books in the Bible, and how you should read the entire Bible from beginning to end. Are you indoctrinated enough? No? Well, here comes Bibleman to give you a hot Christ injection straight into your soul.
Of course, my favorite book is the Bible. In the Bible, you can learn about history, science, astronomy, and politics. But most of all, the Bible tells us about how to live our lives. And it's helped me in so many different ways. That's why my favorite book is the Bible.
This looks like a public school, but I can't imagine how this would be allowed in a public school. The ACLU would have their sacrificial grapes in a vice. Imagine the opposite. What if Captain Quran was telling these kids about the virtues of the Quran, how good and true it was? There would be parents losing their fucking minds. They would be turning their cheeks right into the stocks of their assault rifles. And that's really the end of the episode. It's just more indoctrination in song form. I've seen several Bibleman episodes, and this was lazy even for Bibleman. It's 75% singing and dancing in one place, and the rest was just stuff to put in between the songs to make you think that there's something going on in the episode. There isn't even some half-assed plastic lightsaber combat with playground-level choreography. Bibleman is garbage. It deserves to be shown for the garbage it is and laughed at, and I hope you guys have laughed with me. And that's going to do it for me today. Let me know if you want more Bibleman episodes reviewed, or any other suggestions you might have. This is Prime, signing out.
Bibleman's coming, so you better stick around. A brand new episode is coming to your town. A whole lot of fun with the greatest book of all. Yeah, the Bibleman's coming and it's gonna be a ball.
Go get everyone you know.
Cause it's just about time for the Bibleman show.
It's the Bible, it's the Bible, it's the Bibleman show. We're learning how to live and we're learning how to grow.
It's storytelling, picture painting, grooving, don't you know?
Almost forgot, we got some new members. How's it going?
Well, there they are.
Dad, these are our newest members of the show. This is Sheila and this is Andre.
Glad to meet you. Glad you're part of the team. Well, we better get going. Bye, Fred. Bye, Mark.